Oh, you know what? Let me say this. Aries, well, first of all, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. If you have not yet, please do subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, ring that bell and hit all notifications so that you know when I upload all your favorite content. I upload Aries along with Gemini and Taurus every single Thursday. All right, so let's straight out. Anything that has been confusing you, or even emotions that have been confusing you, there's clarification coming. Mercury retrograde is not bad for everybody, but let me tell you what's affecting you even more. Okay. For the past 2 months, 2.5 months, Mars has been hanging out in Cancer. And that is a confusing time and a confusing place for Mars to be. It's kind of a lethargic, passive-aggressive, watery place for Mars to be. It don't like it. Let me just put it that way. Now, what's happening by Friday, Aries, is Mars, your ruling planet, is moving into Leo. An exceptionally wonderful and compatible energy for Aries. And a lot of shit is going to clear up. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be more sure about what it is that you feel. You're going to know. You're going to be certain, and you're going to be ready to move on that. Understand very clearly that you have been in a very unclear position. But once you move into Leo, there's this amazing, like, I know what I want and I'm going to get it done. So there's clarity that's coming in for you about a situation that is kind of like, you know, I don't know if it's so much, it's like you didn't understand it. So whether that's information coming in or just you and your emotions suddenly, like, now you're clear, now you get it, now you know what you needed to know in order to move forward and make the decision. These are the Lenormand cards that I'm staring at, right? This could be something that was hidden, emotions that were foggy. And what I'm picking up from you guys is that it's almost like, I don't know how I feel about this. You know, it's like, it's okay, but do I want it? Do I not want it? You've been sort of like unsure about something. The certainty is going to return so that you can actually make these decisions and have the energy to execute them. And I don't think that you'll think twice, because there's been a lot of deliberation and, Okay, let's get deeper into the reading. Oh, what's up? That's what's up. Archangel Gabriel is here, messenger of creativity and hope. In other words, you're going to get options, okay? Suddenly there's going to be options, and maybe, just maybe, that's what you were waiting for. Somebody's getting options. Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. Damn, Aries. It's almost like y'all back into the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to, like, back down from the fight. Or there's just there's like, in other words, there's other choices. There's other things. There's other options. You have other options. And I think that maybe the confusion had to do with the fact that everything was stagnated and you didn't think you had another option. But let's face it, I don't think you were that impressed with what you had. Plain and simple. Dragon, discover your courage. It's coming back. And you can kind of equate this energy, the movement of Mars into Leo, as finding your dragon, riding that dragon, getting that courage back. Summon the courage, discover your courage, and summon the courage and self-confidence to get out there and compete, or know that there is a more worthy prize out there for you. Creativity and hope. You have options. You have, and it's like, it's all of us. Yeah, I think this breakthrough is coming from inside of you, but I don't know, is something happening on the outside? Aries. What is this clarity with regards to? You've been, see, this is interesting. You've been holding back. You haven't really been saying what you needed to say. There's just been some, stifling, intentionally, probably, repressed, for whatever reason. Why haven't you been acknowledging this? It's a really good question. I mean, I could talk about Mars in Cancer all day long. Maybe that was just this wishy-washy effect that it had on you. But it's like, ask yourself, because this is an important time right now, Aries, to ask yourself, why was I willing to allow this if I was feeling mediocre about it? Like, why? What was going on that I thought there wasn't a better option out there? There's always a better option out there. Of course there's a better option out there. Or maybe you've been holding back because you've been forced to be quiet. Somebody hasn't allowed you to speak up. You've been in a position where you thought you couldn't say something. Okay, Aries, now this is, that's why, that's your reason. There was some sort of, maybe even oppression coming from the outside, forcing you to keep quiet, but definitely like deciding to keep quiet. Let's learn a little bit more about this. There's always an extended Aries, you know that. It's right below. You can click that, and you can click that link, and always head on over to Vimeo to extend this message and get your romance reading. It's 2 readings in one video. Aries, 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 Aries. I am bonded. Could have something to do with love and romance, or a connection that you had, a connection that you want. This definitely has something to do with a relationship. Relationship could, it's intended romantic relationship, but it could also be a connection with children, with your child, something about children or child. What the hell does this mean? I am bonded. Maybe you're finally making a decision. You're finally selecting the person that you really feel connected to. Aries, can you help me out with this I am bonded thing? Because what the hell is that? That's kind of like a unexpected. Third eye chakra is here, facing up. Third eye chakra means now you're seeing things that you didn't see before. You're starting to pick up on information or knowledge psychically. Okay, I need a little bit more information than that. Aries, Aries, Aries. Yeah, this definitely got to do with relationships. We'll get deeper into it, of course, but heartache and loss, spiritual union. Okay, let's start over. Definitely has to do with some sort of connection that you feel to somebody. Okay, let's see what else has come out. All of this balance, there's something unbalanced here. Awareness is almost like you kind of made yourself unaware or look the other way because you know that this is not actually what's right for you. You know that it's not good. You know that it's not right for you. There's something about this connection that you know is not right for you. This relationship or the situation that you're in that isn't right for you. You can feel it, but in some ways you can't perceive it. You're going to be able to perceive it. And I'll tell you how. It's because you're going to get a glimpse of what it is that you really want. It doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship, Aries. It just means that suddenly something's going to come into your life and give you the feeling that you really want to have. And that's what's going to cause you the clarity to say, I can't settle for less. And I'm not even saying that you're meeting this person. It's just something's in that, whether it's you're watching it on television, whatever, you're sitting next to a couple on the bus, you're going to realize that's the feeling I want. It's like, right now, you're stuck because you know something's off, but you can't perceive what's right. What's right is going to be introduced to you, so bam, you awaken to the vibration you need to set your focus on. Damn, heartache and loss. Listen, this is not your destiny. That's what it's saying. Whatever situation you're in right now is not what you're destined for. It's not all you're worth. It's not what you're destined for. It's not where your road ends. Please don't settle. I'm going to say that again. Heartache and loss, that's not what you're destined for either. But there is a sense of let yourself weep, let yourself cry, let yourself feel what you need to feel the disappointment, ugly, cry it out. This is a good time to feel your emotions because feeling is healing. It's what has to happen. But that's not your destiny. Your destiny is not to hurt, not to cry. Your destiny is not to suffer. It's through suffering that you are able to move through being stuck so that you get out of this current situation, which is not for you. Not for you. Not for you. You ever see that episode of The Big Bang Theory where I think it's the one where Leonard ends up taking Amy to a wedding because Sheldon wouldn't go with her. So she just asked Leonard, and they ended up having a great time. Not like they didn't fall for each other, but they just like really had a good time. And Leonard comes back and he's like really happy that they had a good time. And Sheldon comes out and like, I think he smacks him in the head and says, "Not for you, not for you." Because he just did like it was a definite sign that Sheldon had become very attached to Amy and determined that she was his. So it was so funny. Anyway, not for you, Aries, not for you. Something in your life is not for you. You got to stop settling for mediocrity. But this is going to be your foothold into not settling for mediocrity, by finally knowing and connecting to the vibe that you actually want to feel. Show the world the real you. Time to get honest, time to get real, time to get true, time to be honest, time to get real. Like, this is it. It's also a time, this is full moon energy, letting go, releasing those things that don't work for you, those things that are not sincere for you. Being able to finally release them, relinquish them, and let them go, because guess what? They don't belong to you. They don't. They're not for you. The real you has to come out. Okay, Aries. Lots of this happy deck, man. This is what I call my happy deck. This is my happy deck. Okay. So, first card out, we have Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's also kind of saying, subvertedly saying, don't try to make the small stuff into bigger than it is. Don't try to make something more important than it is. Like accept it for what it is and then let it go. And then spread your light. So this is you ready to move forward. And it's also saying you will be happy. Connect with your soul family. It could very well be that part of what you need is to go back to a place where you are actually happy and be around people that actually make you happy and make you feel what you want to feel, to recognize and remember that feeling again. Reconnecting with your soul family can help put you back into that vibration. And then stay away from the crowd. Step away from doing the ordinary thing that everybody else is doing. That's in the past. Turn on the light. I almost feel like in some ways you just kind of like, I don't know, in some ways, I don't know, especially when it comes to relationship, you try, I don't know, no, step away from the crowd, turn on the light. This is coming up in the past. You did not do the traditional thing. This is what I'm certain of. There is whatever this is about, whether it's your relationship or your job, whatever it is, you did not go the traditional route. So what do I mean? For example, if this is about relationships, you either got married really early in life or you haven't been married yet. You didn't go the traditional route of, getting married after college, doing your thing and like having a few kids. Something is untraditional about this. For example, if this is work, you didn't go into the traditional office space, or whatever this is that you're struggling with now, that you've kind of lost your happiness with. You didn't go about things in the normal way, which means that you kind of always felt off. You kind of always felt like disconnected, or maybe that you were going against the grain, kind of. Yeah, you were going against the grain. But you were also kind of forging your own path, right? So, that's good. That's wonderful stuff. It's you being you. It's what you had to do. Aries. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. This is practice makes perfect, and then getting yourself into trouble. It's almost like in some ways you've been wanting to practice too much to avoid getting yourself into trouble, because you don't want to get yourself into trouble. But simultaneously, you've also been cutting back your possibilities and potential by kind of being too practiced in what you do and not taking any risks. I mean, you're in Aries. You're supposed to take risks. That's kind of like what you're hardwired for. But if you have been really pedantic and practicing and studying and working really hard for something, maybe it's a little too hard. Maybe you need a little bit of trouble in your life. This could also mean that whatever you were struggling with, you decided that you were going to practice and work your butt off and get great at it. Now this is a turning point for you because it would be paying off. So take your pick. This is a general reading, either of those two. Aries, 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 Aries. New beginnings are here. Yeah, it's time to untether yourself from the past. Another card came out, Seasons of the Heart. So new beginnings are here. Time to break free from whatever has made you feel tied down. That is definitely not a way to feel, right? And then Seasons of the Heart are here. You can tell that something that changes in the air, but you're not necessarily comfortable with it. And I think in some ways you want to be comfortable with it. Or maybe you feel guilty about the change. But, you know, Seasons of the Heart, its message teaches us that change is natural. We need it. It's here. It's time. This is also springtime. Maybe let the past go, let the springtime go, let the seasons change. All of those messages are coming through. It's time to start over again. But start over again with what is kind of what I want to know. It's a little bit, happy birthday, Doug Denny. It's a little too ambiguous. Start over again with what? Start over again with what? No place like home. Are you going back home? Are you traveling back home? Are you visiting relatives or something? Because this is like, it's time to start over again, but it's asking you to start from your place of origin. Like go back to your home, like your home place where you went. Yeah, this could be, I'll tell you, this could be when your clarification comes to you. If you are returning home or going back to some place that makes you feel at home or feel comfortable, like this could be when you get the clarification, when you realize something. Mending, healing happens. To be in a place where you feel safe so that you can heal freely. Maybe you're going home to take a little bit of a break, to kind of like relax, like heal yourself. Soulmates. Ooh. This could be somebody from the past. This could be reconnecting also with your tribe, because a soulmate doesn't have to be a lover. Chaos and conflict. Maybe there's just been too much of it in your life and you need like that tranquil space of that place that you trust and feel familiar with. Yeah, you feel kind of orphaned and alone. Kind of maybe just a little too far away from your happy place. And regeneration is here. And so is serendipity, a new chance and a new start and divine timing. All has to do with going back home. Ooh, go back home, man. Go back home. To whatever you consider home, you need to go back there because there's something coming in for you. Ooh, Aries. Ruby is here. All right. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Going back home to the people that you know love you, to be surrounded by the people that you feel safe around. I think that you need their guidance now. You need their certainty. You need their real. You know, it's almost like you need them. You need the people around you right now who really know you, and you don't have to worry about impressing. So you can decompress and get out of your mind what you decided you had to do and get back to your truth. Answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. In other words, God knows. God has heard you. God has seen how hard you've been trying. And that, if anything, is your accomplishment. Is how you've broken through. Because even though you may not be trying the right thing, at least they see, the universe sees, but you're trying. So let me now redirect them to try in the right place. And then we have stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. You're going somewhere, man, or you need to plan a trip back home around your homies. Watermelon tourmaline is the most beautiful crystal. I love it. It's my favorite stone. And it's all about de-stressing. You know, whatever you've gotten yourself into, you need to unwind for there to be clarity. So the clarity is going to come when you're surrounded by this environment where you can untangle. Let's get into your spirit guide messages. Guys, if you want to join me, Monday through Friday, I go live over on Instagram. So please do join me on Instagram, born_without_boundaries. I would love to have you on the lives over there. I also post the daily tarot card readings Monday through Friday over on Astrology Motivation. That is my second channel. I have 2 channels now, and I'm trying to build out both of them. So please do help by subscribing to Astrology Motivation. Check out the content over there. It's where I post my weekly astrology forecast and my daily tarot card readings. So I hope that you'll support that channel as well. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to this one. I think I said that already. Aries, your animal totems are the messengers from the spirit world. The way the universe uses the natural world to talk to you and share messages and to get your attention. So when you see these images or the animals themselves, pay very close attention, because God wants you to know something. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. So you may not even be expecting to go home or have to take a trip home, but you're being called there. You're being called home. Something in your soul wants to, or something in your soul wants to veer in a direction that you didn't expect to go. It wants to go into another way. Well, guess what? Trust it. It's you will get redirected. Expect in this energy to get redirected, Aries. And it's because the universe is saving your life. Hummingbird, be here now. What a beautiful little bird, right? And what a beautiful energy. This is Libran energy, just about seeing and witnessing and bearing witness to the beauty of the moment. Be here and now. And these energies work really nice, because when you are in the moment, you're not going to be afraid when detours come and you've got to take them. This is very, once again, compatible energy. I feel like things are going to take off for you toward the end of this week, to be totally honest with you. Let's get into your angel messages before we go over to tarot, okay? Aries. Lots of them. Achievement. Oh, this is beautiful. Take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to date. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. So a little bit of stress relief right now. Please just think, I'm never going to be where I was before. This is what I've achieved, and I'm secure here. I've earned this. And then we have middle path. Embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. Staying away from those extremes. But okay, I still have questions about that one. And I'm looking at the tarot cards. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. In other words, even if you kind of like you feeling obligated to keep going in one direction, don't. Have courage. That's where your dragon is coming in. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. And that could be literally talking about an actual sacred space, a space that is meaningful to you. That's your home. That's where you're being called to. Protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. Gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become lighter. Clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace. There is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place, a gift from your guardian angel. I've been saying clarity this whole time. It's coming to you. But you do have to be in a situation or a place where you can actually breathe. And inspiration, a new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. It's going to come when you're breathing, that breathing exercise. Listen and take action. This is inspiration from high above. We're going to get into the rest of your angel messages as well as your extended reading. I hope you guys join me. I'll see you guys over there.